All right, number 6. Here's our sample question. Chris likes to play games all day. He normally plays games for 13 hours a day. For every Zoom class that he needs to attend, however, he plays games 2.5 hours less. If Chris played video games for 8 hours, how many Zoom classes did he attend? Well, this actually goes back to questions number 1 and 2, where you absolutely need to know what the X and what the Y variables represent. And just as a reminder, these are units we're talking about here. So what units are the X and the Y variables? Well, we kind of went over this. Watch those videos if you don't remember or aren't sure. But we determined that the X units in this case were Zoom classes, right? Zoom classes. And the Y units in this case were the hours playing video games. And how do we know that? Well, it was because the Zoom classes affects how many hours you get to play video games, right? That's how we know that's the X and that's the Y. Okay. Well, we also needed to kind of put all of this together and get to the equation like we did in the last question. So what we did in the last question is we came up with the equation y equals negative 2.5x plus 13. Y equals negative 2.5x plus 13. Okay, so if any of that's confusing, go back and watch those previous videos on the other questions. Okay, so we needed all of this to answer this question. Okay, if Chris plays video games for 8 hours, how many Zoom classes did he need to attend? Well, this is what I'm thinking right here. Is this X or Y? Is that an X or a Y? And the way we can tell that is from the units. It's talking about hours. Well, I can go up here, and which one is my hours? Well, in this case, hours is my Y. So I know that this is a Y. Okay, it's a Y. So what that means is I'm going to take this 8 and we plug it in for Y. So what we'll get is 8 equals negative 2.5x plus 13. Okay, now we just need to solve for x. So we'll just simply go through our steps. Subtract 13 from both sides. So 8 minus 13 would give me, I'm not good at this easy math, 8 minus 13 is negative 5 equals negative 2.5x. Okay, how do you get rid of that? Negative 2.5, we divide by negative 2.5, don't forget the negative, divide by negative 2.5 on both sides. That cancels out over here. Negative 5 divided by negative 0.25 is actually 2. So x equals 2. 2 what? Well, what's our x? 2 Zoom classes. But I believe your question tells you to only put the number, so this is your answer. And actually, you just want to put that number, so just put 2. All right. See, hopefully this helps you apply this to the problem you're looking at.